All right, Sag, right? Like it makes sense for you looking at this, thinking about the ninth house. A lot of you are going to be shown why you believe the things that you do. And I do think that for a lot of you, your beliefs are going to change, or you're going to be opening up to new beliefs or different faiths. It has a feeling of being rigid in a certain way of believing and thinking. But I think awakening is coming through to show you that you can form your own truth based on many different ideas and beliefs, right? So religion, canon, rules, and commandments, and then you have awakening. And I love awakening in terms of lighting a different path for you, but it's going to require a change in belief. When you look at religion, it asks you to explore other religions, to be open to other ideas in terms of belief. But it also talks about you understanding why you believe the things that you do, especially if you were brought up with a certain religion or faith, right? I always say that it's better to take a little bit of everything and form your own opinion, and I think that that's what you're doing. But there's going to be an awakening here when it comes to where your beliefs have led you. And the other problem with that is when it comes to certain beliefs, they're hard to uproot out of the subconscious mind and change them, right? It's like habits. You have to replace it with something else. But there's going to be a deeper understanding of what your beliefs have done for you in your life. All right, Saggy, here we go. Here's your overall. The Six of Cups. What is in the past? The Ace of Wands. Hey, all right. So with the Six of Cups being the overall here, it could be that some of you are looking back at a past opportunity that may be coming through now. You may be finding more passion for something and wanting to act toward that, or wanting to create this opportunity again. But I feel like, with the Six of Cups, we're talking about happy memories here, not necessarily something that you need to move on from or walk away from. Now, past influences may be bringing up this opportunity, so it could literally be someone from the past coming back through. But I do like the Ace of Wands. This looks good for a lot of you, especially with the eclipses, right? It makes sense. But I always warn, though, with the Six of Cups, so you have to be careful about what you're looking back at because you're bringing it in the present moment, right? So this may be a reminder for some of you that, it's important to look at the happy memories that you have if you want to recreate that or restart that, so to speak, with this Ace of Wands. But new passion coming through for some of you. And it may have been a past opportunity, but here it comes, right? In the present, the Three of Wands. So yeah, you're taking action toward this. But like I always say with the Three of Wands, you should already know what to expect. But, this may be you waiting, though, to kind of see how things are going to develop, though, before you take further action on this Ace of Wands. You may have made the decision to say yes to taking a new opportunity where it brings out your passion. But I want to see what's going on in your environment. What is it that you're expecting, right? Now, this could just very simply be that everything is going as planned. But the Three of Wands, though, there are times where I look at that and I feel like, besides looking at the long term, there are moments where, we have to just kind of stand still and wait to see how things are going to work out before, you force anything to happen, right? But I don't feel bad about it. I feel good. But this is something from the past returning for you for sure. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. So future conditions, the Ten of Pentacles. And this is something that I think financially in the long term is going to be very good for you, right? But the important thing here, though, is besides the material aspect of it, with that Ace of Wands, there is the passion that's there, which is great. Now, some of you may be like expanding yourself. You may be seeing a new opportunity for yourself and you're wanting to expand yourself into different areas, networking, right? Like bringing in different people into your life. But the past is playing an influence on long-term security and stability here. But it still looks really good. your best path to follow, the King of Cups. So I look at this and I think that you have to be in control of your emotions, whether you're male or female, but you also have to be open and available to what comes to you. And if we are looking at, you know, a past influence here, there's this feeling of you can't look at what you are doing now as something that is not going to be as great as what it once was or what you once had. Like there's always that feeling with the Six of Cups that the best of, you know, your life has already passed, or the best opportunities have already passed you by. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the King of Cups here, I feel like this is also looking at the openness of another person. You know, if we're talking about your spouse, this is about, you know, making sure that the people that are important to you are open to the opportunities that you are trying to create, right? But I also look at that as you know, being better in control of the way that you feel, not letting the past play a negative part on your future, but needing to be open to what is coming through to you, even if it does have a past connection. You know, being supportive to yourself and, you know, the opportunities that you are trying to create here. In your environment, the Four of Wands, and this is what you're wanting to get to, right? Makes sense. So going from making a decision to take action and then seeing stability here in your environment. And, you know, there is like a form of completion with the Four of Wands. You know, you've got the foundation laid, but this is, you know, celebrating the accomplishments you have made, right? But for some of you, you may be looking to move, possibly change career. Some of you, it's wanting to work on something creative here and taking those steps and then expanding yourself and networking, bringing other people in and building a good foundation here with the Four of Wands. And at least being able to celebrate, you know, small accomplishments that are now being made. But whatever it is that you're working on here, it is leading to something that is going to be long-term in your life, which is great. You know, I'm just looking at that Six of Cups and thinking, where is the past influence coming through? Now, is it you going back to the past and finding a passion for something? Possibly. You know, but are you in control of how you feel about what took place in the past, though, too? Right? Because you can't go into something new carrying things from the past and not being open to new experiences. And that could be the case for some of you. You're needing to open up to possibly a new opportunity. But all of it looks really good, Sag. Really, really good. Your hopes and your fears, the Four of Swords. So this, I think, for you is hoping that you will have peace. It is taking a break here and reflecting on things possibly from the past here. But this is making peace with whatever has been and giving yourself a timeout to recover, to heal. For some of you, you may be fearing that you'll be waiting for communication to come through. You know, it may be something that takes a little bit. But, you know, regardless, where you're coming out looks really good. Really, really good. So I don't really see this too much of a fear. Oh my God, if I could talk right. I'm having issues today. I look at this more so as wanting to make peace with the past so that you can move forward. And you do, in a very beautiful way. Yep, and then coming out, the Eight of Wands. So things start to pick up very quickly here after you get past this phase of kind of being at a standstill. And things will start to pick up very quickly. The past does play an influence here, and it may be for some of you, it's not so much about moving on from the past, like I said before. It's making peace with it. It was good in its time, but if you continue to keep this, it's going to be harder for you to open up to something brand new that may be coming through, right? But the way that, you know, this is playing out for you, it's leading to, like I said, this long-term security and stability. But it quickly takes off, you know, the minute that you kind of like make peace with whatever has been. And then the Knight of Cups, and this is where the offer comes through, and it doesn't look bad at all. So, looking at the Emperor and the Ace of Wands, I feel like there's been too much of living in the past, But I also think that you may have been rejecting an opportunity because of certain circumstances. And I do believe that it is a part of your past. It is coming back up here, but there is a need with the Emperor to get control. Order and control and stability. Being better in control of yourself, your emotions, what you are wanting to work on, stepping up to the plate, taking this opportunity that may be coming through to you, not letting the past hold you back. And then with the King of Pentacles here, again, we could be talking about somebody coming through. If you're networking in business here, this looks like somebody that would back you, support you. You may be reaching out to people with really good connections. This could lead to your success with the King of Pentacles. And this all happens very quickly once you open up, right? But you have to make sure that, you know, the people that you're connecting with are supportive of you. I do think that that is important, you know, especially if you've had to make peace with past connections that may not have worked out for you before. But there may have been somebody you have overlooked in the past, though, too. I mean, it just depends on your situation here. But either way, whatever it is that you're taking advantage of leads to something very long lasting, and it comes through in the form of an offer where it is about being able to follow your heart. It's not being led astray here, not with the King of Cups being your advice. And this may be a love offer for some of you, especially with that Ace of Wands. You may have been stuck in, and I kind of look back at your oracle cards, this like pattern of believing certain things or routines, but that's about to break, but in a good way, with awakening, where there's, you know, the highlight on a different path. So all of this looks really good. And as soon as you open up, it's like boom, boom, boom. All the right people come through. All the right situations are happening. And again, it's going to bring material gain and wealth into your life here. And it is something stable and long lasting. And it could be that, you know, you're breaking some old habits here with, you know, your career and doing things that you don't have a passion for. You know, but either way, all of this looks really, really good. Really, really good. If this is about a relationship, I think that this is revisiting possibly a past connection, and it creating more stability in your life. I mean, you know, this literally could be somebody coming through and wanting to propose marriage, you know, and that may only be for some of you, but whoever is coming through, it looks really good, Sag. None of it looks bad at all. And, you know, it's funny because people have been going through such a difficult time, but then I think of Jupiter being in Sag right now. You know, we are reflecting back on places we've already been with it being in retrograde, and then the crown chakra. If you are opened up and you're in a place of being in alignment, if I could talk right, there's going to be like this download from the higher source, from your higher self. All that information is going to come through. All the answers that you are seeking are going to come through, right? But you have to set your intentions and let it be. Let the universe do the rest. Let God do the rest, right? And everything happens so quickly as soon as you're in that place. It's beautiful, Sag. I love it. I love it. It's just being open to, you know, the different beliefs, right? And then act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So this could be indicating that for whatever reason you and your partner are not together. Now, for some of you, if you're wanting to attract a new love in your life, you have to act like you already have it. Like I usually tell people when this one shows up, you have to make space in your bed, make space in your closet. Act as if you are living with that partner. For those of you who are with someone and they are not with you right now, and you're finding these new opportunities for creativity, it's important to act as if your partner is there with you, supporting you, even though they may not physically be able to, right? But I think that for some of you, this is about attracting a new love into your life. But either way, things are going to pick up very quickly. I think more quickly than you expect. And you may find something that is going to be very long term.